There is no other country in the world quite like Guyana. It's South American but Caribbean. English-speaking but tropical jungle. With ancient mountains, floating flowers, and a stew that never spoils. This place defies logic. If you thought you knew the map, think again. Here are 15 unbelievable facts that will change the way you see Guyana forever. Due to limited footage from Guyana, some scenes have been filled with relevant illustrative clips to enhance the viewing experience. Thank you for your understanding and continued support. Fact 1. Guyana, the only English-speaking country in South America. Guyana holds a unique linguistic position as the only South American country where English is the official language, standing apart in a continent dominated by Spanish and Portuguese speakers. This linguistic distinction stems from its history as a British colony known as British Guyana, which lasted from 1814 until independence in 1966. Even today, Guyana's ties to Britain remain strong, evident in their parliamentary government system, education framework, and legal structure, all strongly influenced by British traditions. Despite English being official, most Guyanese converse in a colorful Creole language known locally as Guyanese Creole or Creolese, which blends English with African, Indian, Dutch, and indigenous Amerindian linguistic elements. Visitors are often fascinated to hear this expressive, rhythmic dialect filled with vivid idioms and humorous phrases that reflect the country's diverse heritage. Due to its language and culture, Guyana closely identifies itself with Caribbean nations and actively participates as a member of the Caribbean community, CARICOM. Remarkably, Georgetown, Guyana's charming colonial-style capital, serves as the official headquarters for CARICOM, further emphasizing its Caribbean connection. As a traveler exploring Guyana, you'll enjoy the ease of navigating the country with English signage, menus, and information, yet you'll still feel the exotic flair through the distinctive local dialect and vibrant cultural influences. Guyana's unique English-Caribbean identity makes it an intriguing outlier, offering visitors a truly one-of-a-kind cultural and linguistic experience in South America. Fact 2. Guyana, the real-life land of many waters. Guyana's name itself is a testament to its extraordinary geography. It derives from an indigenous Amerindian word meaning land of many waters. This vivid description perfectly captures the essence of the country's landscape, interlaced with countless rivers, streams, creeks, and expansive wetlands that seem almost infinite in number. The mighty Essequibo River, stretching over 1,000 kilometers, dominates the country's water systems, flowing gracefully through thick, untouched jungles toward the Atlantic Ocean. Alongside the Essequibo, the Demerara, Berbice, and Corentine rivers carve through the lush interior, forming natural highways for both wildlife and human communities alike. Astonishingly, nearly 18% of Guyana's surface is covered by water, showcasing its aquatic abundance. Historically, explorers and adventurers relied on these extensive river networks as they ventured into the interior, seeking legendary treasures like the mythical golden city of El Dorado. Even today, rivers remain vital lifelines for remote villages, where boats are often the primary means of transport and communication, underscoring the enduring relationship between Guyanese culture and its waters. For travelers, experiencing Guyana's waterways by boat, surrounded by pristine rainforest teeming with wildlife, offers a genuine sense of exploration, reminiscent of those early adventures centuries ago. In Guyana, water isn't merely part of the landscape. It shapes everyday life, connects communities, and defines the country's very identity. Fact 3. Kayatur Falls, Guyana's majestic hidden gem. Deep within Guyana's untouched rainforest hides one of nature's most spectacular sights, Kayatur Falls, a waterfall that stuns even the most seasoned world travelers. This breathtaking cascade plunges a dramatic 741 feet, 226 meters, straight down into a mist-shrouded gorge, nearly 5 times taller than the famous Niagara Falls. Remarkably, Kayatur Falls isn't just about height. It's also renowned as the world's largest single-drop waterfall by volume, releasing thousands of gallons of water every second in a powerful, mesmerizing display. Adding to its allure, The water at Kayatur has a unique amber tint, thanks to natural tannins from decaying jungle vegetation, creating a striking visual spectacle often accentuated by vivid rainbows. Unlike other famous waterfalls that have become crowded tourist hotspots, Kayatur remains remarkably isolated, accessible primarily by small planes or adventurous treks through dense jungle trails. Its remoteness contributes to a feeling of discovery, as if visitors are witnessing a secret piece of Earth's untouched beauty. The waterfall is also surrounded by an exceptional biodiversity hotspot, home to unique species like the vibrant golden frog, which lives exclusively near Kayatur and nowhere else on the planet. Local Amerindian tribes regard Kayatur as a sacred place, enriching it with fascinating legends about its origin involving courageous chiefs and mystical spirits. Visiting Kayatur Falls is an unforgettable experience, a rare chance to stand before raw, natural power in one of the least disturbed corners of our world. Fact Hash 4. Guyana, one of Earth's last great rainforest paradises. Guyana is a paradise for nature lovers, as more than 80% of its territory remains covered in lush, undisturbed rainforest, making it one of the most densely forested countries in the world. This pristine environment forms part of the renowned Guyana Shield, an ancient geological formation that harbors some of the richest biodiversity on the planet, rivaling even the Amazon in ecological significance. Scientists and explorers continuously uncover new species within Guyana's dense jungles, ranging from exotic plants and insects to previously unknown mammals and birds. Astonishingly, these forests contain ecosystems virtually unchanged for millions of years, giving visitors the surreal sensation of stepping back into a prehistoric age. Due to its minimal population density, less than 1 million people live in an area comparable to the United Kingdom. Much of Guyana's jungle remains remarkably untouched by human activity. The country's commitment to environmental conservation has helped protect these extensive forests, positioning Guyana as a global leader in preserving tropical biodiversity and combating climate change. Travelers venturing into this wilderness can experience remarkable wildlife encounters, from spotting jaguars and tapirs to hearing the haunting calls of howler monkeys echoing through the canopy. Moreover, numerous indigenous communities still live harmoniously within these forests, relying on traditional hunting, fishing, and farming methods passed down over generations. In Guyana, exploring the rainforest isn't just an adventure. It's a privileged glimpse into one of the few remaining truly wild places on Earth. Fact Hash 5. Guyana, Land of Giants. Guyana is famously known as the Land of Giants, and this intriguing nickname reflects the astonishing size and grandeur of the wildlife that inhabits its lush jungles and vast waterways. One of the most notable residents is the mighty arapaima, a colossal freshwater fish that thrives in Guyana's rivers and can reach lengths of up to 10 feet, 3 meters, making it the largest scaled freshwater fish on Earth. Equally impressive is the iconic jaguar, South America's largest predator, which prowls stealthily through the country's dense forests and has become a national symbol of Guyana's untamed wilderness. Alongside these giants roam other remarkable creatures, such as the giant anteater, known for its peculiar shape and size. It can grow up to 7 feet from nose to tail and uses its lengthy tongue to feast on thousands of insects daily. In Guyana's rivers, giant river otters, the largest otters in the world, growing up to 6 feet long, playfully patrol the waters in family groups, showcasing intelligence and incredible teamwork. Even the reptiles are outsized here, notably the black caiman, which can reach lengths of over 15 feet, making it South America's largest crocodilian. The skies of Guyana are no exception, dominated by the formidable harpy eagle, one of the planet's largest and most powerful birds of prey, capable of hunting animals as large as monkeys and sloths. And, remarkably, even rodents join the giant club in Guyana. The capybara, the largest rodent on Earth, thrives comfortably in marshy habitats throughout the country. Exploring Guyana provides travelers a rare chance to witness firsthand some of the most extraordinary and oversized creatures nature has ever produced, making it a true wonderland for wildlife enthusiasts. Fact Hash 6. Victoria amazonica, the giant water lily that holds a child. Guyana proudly claims the mesmerizing Victoria amazonica as its national flower, an extraordinary species recognized for its enormous lily pads that can measure up to an astounding 10 feet, 3 meters in diameter. These massive circular leaves are so remarkably sturdy and buoyant that they can comfortably support the weight of a small child without sinking, a fact that once astonished Victorian-era botanists and led to famous photographs showcasing babies gently seated on their surface. Native to the tranquil waters of Guyana's countless rivers and shallow ponds, these lilies create a magical spectacle that seems almost otherworldly, appearing as giant green discs gently floating across the water's surface. The Victoria amazonica's blossoms are equally captivating, blooming spectacularly during the night, initially opening as pristine white flowers before turning a striking pinkish hue on the second evening. Beyond their size, these lilies are renowned for their clever survival adaptations. The undersides of the pads feature a network of thick, air-filled veins, which provide exceptional strength and buoyancy. Interestingly, the edges of these giant pads curl upward slightly, creating a shallow rim designed to protect the surface from flooding and prevent aquatic pests from climbing aboard. Symbolically significant, the Victoria amazonica is so integral to Guyana's national identity that it is prominently featured on the country's coat of arms, official seals, and currency, reinforcing its cultural importance. For visitors exploring Guyana's natural wonders, seeing a serene pond adorned by these remarkable lilies offers an unforgettable glimpse into the sheer creativity and grandeur of nature's designs. In Guyana, the Victoria amazonica isn't merely a plant, it's a national treasure and an enduring symbol of beauty, strength, and resilience. Fact #7. Mount Roraima, the real-life inspiration for the lost world. Towering dramatically above Guyana's dense jungle landscape, Mount Roraima is an awe-inspiring tabletop mountain, or tepui, famously known as the inspiration behind Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's classic adventure novel, The Lost World. This iconic mountain reaches a striking height of 9,094 feet, 2,772 meters, making it the tallest peak in Guyana, and marking a stunning geographical point where Guyana, Venezuela, and Brazil meet. Its flat summit is shrouded in mist, creating an eerie, otherworldly atmosphere that seems untouched by time. Exactly as Conan Doyle vividly imagined in his 1912 novel about dinosaurs and prehistoric creatures surviving in isolation. Mount Roraima is part of the ancient Guyana Shield, one of Earth's oldest geological formations, estimated to be over 2 billion years old, predating much of life itself. The plateau atop the mountain hosts a unique and fragile ecosystem isolated from the surrounding areas, featuring countless species of plants and animals that have evolved independently, many found nowhere else on the planet. Among these are unusual carnivorous plants, brilliantly colored frogs, and intriguing insects adapted specifically to survive in Roraima's harsh, rocky conditions. While most accessible treks to the summit depart from the Venezuelan side, adventurous travelers frequently journey to witness Roraima's magnificent cliffs from Guyana, marveling at its majestic presence rising dramatically from dense jungle. The indigenous people of the region have long revered the mountain, considering it sacred, attributing mystical powers and ancient spirits to its towering, cloud-covered peaks. Visiting or simply glimpsing Mount Roraima offers travelers a profound experience, standing before a mountain whose striking appearance and mysterious allure have inspired adventurers, novelists, and dreamers alike for generations. Fact #8. St. George's Cathedral, Guyana's wooden wonder. Located in the heart of Georgetown, St. George's Cathedral holds the extraordinary distinction of being one of the tallest wooden structures in the world. Standing impressively at 143 feet, 43.5 meters high, this elegant cathedral was constructed entirely from native greenheart timber, known for its incredible strength and resistance to decay. Completed in 1894, it served for over a century as the tallest wooden church on Earth, earning worldwide admiration for its architectural beauty and craftsmanship. Inside, visitors are greeted by towering vaulted ceilings, intricate Gothic arches, and stunning stained glass windows, creating a spiritual atmosphere that's both majestic and serene. Despite Guyana's tropical humidity and occasional severe weather, St. George's Cathedral has remarkably stood the test of time, surviving intact due to its durable indigenous timber. The cathedral isn't merely a religious site. It's a beloved national treasure and a testament to Guyana's rich colonial history and woodworking heritage. Visiting this iconic wooden marvel provides travelers a glimpse into Guyana's cultural past and architectural ingenuity, making it an essential landmark in any Georgetown exploration. Fact 9. Guyana, a cultural kaleidoscope of six peoples. Guyana is uniquely described as a land of six peoples, reflecting its incredibly diverse cultural heritage, comprising Amerindian, African, Indian, European, Chinese, and Portuguese communities. This vibrant blend of cultures creates an extraordinary mosaic of traditions, languages, and customs unmatched elsewhere in South America. Due to its rich ethnic diversity, Guyana officially recognizes not only Christian holidays, but also Hindu and Muslim festivities, making it the only South American nation to do so. Celebrations like Diwali, Eid al-Fitr, Christmas, and Holi Fagua coexist harmoniously, transforming Guyana into a year-round festival country brimming with vibrant colors, music, and delicious multicultural foods. The cuisine itself mirrors this diversity, blending flavorful Indian curries and rotis, traditional African dishes, indigenous cassava-based meals, and a dash of Caribbean spice. Visitors are often amazed to see mosques, Hindu temples, and churches peacefully standing side by side in towns and villages throughout the country. Experiencing Guyana's rich tapestry of cultures offers travelers a truly unique and immersive journey into the warmth and harmony of its diverse peoples. Fact 10. Jonestown, the tragic legacy in Guyana's jungle. Hidden deep within Guyana's dense rainforest lies the tragic and chilling site of Jonestown, infamous for the shocking mass murder-suicide orchestrated by American cult leader Jim Jones in 1978. This horrific event resulted in the deaths of over 900 men, women, and children, members of Jones's cult known as the People's Temple. Victims drank cyanide-laced punch under coercion, an act that became known as the Jonestown Massacre, marking one of history's largest losses of civilian American lives prior to 9/11. The phrase, "drinking the Kool-Aid," meaning blind obedience or mindless conformity, originated from this tragic incident, forever linking Jonestown with cultural memory. Today, the abandoned settlement is largely reclaimed by jungle, a haunting reminder of a dark chapter in Guyana's otherwise peaceful history. Although the site is seldom visited and difficult to access, its story continues to fascinate and horrify visitors from around the globe. Jonestown stands as a powerful testament to the dangers of extremism, and a somber yet essential part of understanding Guyana's complex past. Fact 12. Guyana and the Legend of El Dorado, a historic quest for gold. Guyana has long fascinated explorers and treasure hunters, as it was historically associated with the legendary city of gold, El Dorado. In the 16th and 17th centuries, European adventurers became obsessed with finding Manoa, a mythical city rumored to be overflowing with unimaginable wealth, hidden deep in Guyana's unexplored jungles. Among these adventurers was the famous English explorer Sir Walter Raleigh, who undertook expeditions in 1595 and 1617, documenting his quests in the captivating book, The Discovery of Guyana. Though Raleigh never found the mythical Golden City, his vivid descriptions fueled centuries of intrigue and further explorations into the region. Interestingly, the myth likely originated from indigenous rituals, where tribal chiefs were ceremonially covered in gold dust, symbolizing wealth and power, thus sparking exaggerated European legends of entire cities of gold. Today, Guyana still produces substantial amounts of real gold, maintaining its legacy as a gold-rich land and reminding visitors of its legendary past. For modern travelers, the story of El Dorado provides an intriguing historical backdrop to exploring the country's lush rainforests and hidden rivers, evoking a timeless spirit of adventure and discovery. Fact 13. Below sea level, Guyana's Dutch-engineered coastline. A surprising fact about Guyana is that its northern coastal plain, including the capital city, Georgetown, actually sits below sea level at high tide, reminiscent of the Netherlands. This peculiar situation stems from the Dutch colonists who originally settled the area in the 17th and 18th centuries, utilizing their renowned engineering expertise to reclaim land from swampy marshes and tidal zones. To protect the region from constant flooding, the Dutch constructed extensive networks of seawalls, canals, sluices, and drainage dikes, techniques remarkably similar to those still used today in Holland. Impressively, a concrete seawall over 280 miles long still protects nearly 90% of Guyana's population, safeguarding homes, farms, and cities from the Atlantic Ocean's relentless tides. These coastal defenses not only prevent flooding, but also have become popular recreational spots where locals gather to enjoy fresh sea breezes and street food. Travelers often marvel at the surreal experience of walking along Georgetown's seawall, realizing that without this Dutch-engineered marvel, much of coastal Guyana would be submerged. Guyana's reliance on such innovative historical engineering underscores its unique blend of European heritage and Caribbean resilience. Fact Hash 14: Demerara sugar, Guyana's sweet colonial legacy. The globally recognized Demerara sugar, with its large golden crystals and rich molasses flavor, traces its origins directly to the Demerara region of Guyana. During colonial times, this area was a major hub for sugarcane plantations established by the Dutch, and later expanded under British rule, making Guyana one of the Caribbean's top sugar exporters. The name Demerara soon became synonymous with this distinct raw cane sugar, which retains more natural flavor than refined white sugar, and is now prized by bakers and coffee lovers worldwide. Even though the term is now used generically in other countries, the original and most authentic Demerara sugar still comes from Guyanese soil. Alongside sugar, the region also became famous for producing world-class rum, especially the award-winning Dorado brand, which uses traditional wooden stills and century-old recipes. Today, sugar remains a symbol of Guyana's colonial past and its continued role in the global food and beverage industry. For visitors, a taste of local Demerara sugar or aged rum is a sweet, flavorful way to connect with the country's rich agricultural heritage. Fact Hash 15: Pepper pot, Guyana's timeless stew that never spoils. Guyana's national dish, pepper pot, is a rich, aromatic meat stew with a fascinating twist. It can last for days or even weeks without spoiling, thanks to a unique ingredient called cassaripe. Made from the juice of bitter cassava root, cassaripe acts as both a flavoring and a powerful preservative, allowing families to reheat and enjoy the same pot of stew over long periods. This dish originates from the country's indigenous Amerindian communities and remains a staple during festive occasions, especially Christmas. Pepper pot typically features slow-cooked beef, pork, or mutton, infused with cinnamon, cloves, hot peppers, and garlic, creating a deep, earthy flavor that intensifies with time. It's traditionally eaten with dense bread like cassava bread or plat bread, forming a hearty, comforting meal that brings generations together. Travelers are often amazed that such a rustic, pre-refrigeration era dish has survived modern times with its original preparation methods intact. In Guyana, pepper pot isn't just food. It's a flavorful symbol of heritage, resilience, and community tradition simmered to perfection. We've only scratched the surface of what Guyana has to offer. If you love discovering countries that no one talks about, this channel's for you. Smash that like button, subscribe, and join me as we explore every corner of the globe. Leave a comment below and tell me, where should we go next? Until then, stay curious. Andy Explores the World continues.